Переведи в набор. 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 Переведи в набор.
So hey guys, welcome back. I'm making this video in response to a question that someone asked in regard to how to use the MiG-29S with its R-77s versus the AMRAAM. This isn't going to be the most spectacular video ever. Nothing crazy happens in it, but I believe there are a lot of good points that can be made about the MiG and the R-77, so I figured that I would try and use this as a lesson for those who are interested. I believe that the R-27ER is a good complement to the R-77, especially for the MiG, considering how well it gains speed. It's a good missile to use to have an opponent react to you, or at least put the opponent in the defensive, and it gives you a range extension before the engagement really gets to a point where you have to use your R-77. So here I fired two ERs at a distance with a lot of speed behind them. And what you'll see is that they actually end up killing the bandit because he wasn't really aware of his situation, apparently. But one key note I want to make is I fire the R-77 last when I get within about 20 kilometers because this allows me to go defensive considering how much energy and altitude that he had. And this is that barrier that I was speaking of earlier. So that's how I would use the R-77 in a MiG. A key point that I want to make is that when it comes to a bandit with altitude and speed, no fancy maneuver or pulling up is going to save you from that missile when it has excess amount of energy, which is why the more speed and altitude a bandit has, the sooner you want to get off that 77 and create distance for yourself. Like I said, energy management is key, so you have to respect that. Now in this next engagement, I'm going up against a Hornet, and I just want you to see what happens when you do go cold. Like I mentioned in my previous video before this, I said do not go cold unless absolutely necessary, and that's exactly what this guy does, and from that you'll see why he would lose this fight. So at this point in the engagement, I'm looking at my RWR, and I can determine based on what I'm seeing, based on the signal strength, that I am in a good position to evade this missile and recommit to the attack. Basically, this is that second round I discussed earlier that the viewer asked about, is determining your situation using your SA or situational awareness and going from there. I know I don't have to go cold and I can recommit, and that's exactly what I do. But this bandit continues to stay cold. It's not a bad move, like I said, know when to bug out. But if he were to recommit at this point, it would be too late, and he would more than likely die on the recommit. So I just thought this was a good example to share. Thanks for watching.
Переведи в набор. 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 Переведи в набор.